All praise be to the Most High, living one, Father Abba, above, below, beyond all. I see. Oh, yeah. Limitations, limitations, lamentations. Who limits man, right? Is it other man that limits man? Can another man really bind another man? I mean, just the two. Now, a group can always do that. They outnumbered and outnumbered. Why you want to do such a thing, though, in the first damn place? You know what I mean? Because predestination. Can you limit that if you're predestined for something to happen and to take place? Can you change the outcome? I say one person can change everything. You know what I mean? Because we got to get around, right? But, ain't no horses and buggies in this old town that I can ride upon. I don't know if the horse would kick me off. It has been, Anyway, but you got to get around, right? And even if you have common sense, even if you pass a test, right? You got your driver's license, you pass your test, right? Can you not drive no more? I mean, or operate a motor vehicle? You know what I mean? Just a traveler. Just a traveler, man, I say, because, this old wagon takes me to where I need to go. But I'm taking it too, you know what I mean? They can't get there without unless I'm in the back seat. They ain't called promotion, they ain't called an Uber. Hey, Uber, you come get me now, or Lyft. Promotion. I don't discriminate. You got to get around, right? Lincoln, there was a city link around here, a city link. And, so people got to get around somehow, Now, whether they're intoxicated or not, I'm sure you would know, depends on how they're getting around. You're running down signs and over people like it's Grand Theft Auto, Yeah, hey, that's a person that probably shouldn't be behind the wheel, but hey, listen, control. If I don't control myself, then I'm out of control. I know it. But if someone tries to control me, would I be out of control? Yes, I think I would be out of control because I wouldn't be in control. That person would be in control of my life. What I eat, when I can pray, I guess, because if, chow time is pray time for me, I can't go to chow. I got to pray. You can't do both, you know what they say. So that's why, but hey, the scriptures say what? The devil shall cast some of you in prison, and you limited them. And what did you do? Did you really deserve that? Did you really deserve it? Prove it. Who did you harm? Really harm? Hey, listen, I just think it has to be a victim in a crime. Your people want what they want. If they go to the store and get something to drink, they did that. They did that. Human error right there. You get too much. But hey, do what you do. Things happen. Public intoxication. But then you have those that go on the street and get what they want, but they go on the street to get what they want. It's street pharmacists. They go on to get what they want. Ain't bothering nobody. Then a third party come along. They see both of them, merchants. It's merchants in the land. They're doing business. Buying and selling. And people selling and buying whatever they want, right? Grown people. Even children. Because it's so, hey, listen, I didn't do that. You know what I mean? So, it's like, yeah, but it's a melting pot. And then you want to limit certain people when certain people walk, way different than other people. They don't even engage in the foolishness, you know what I mean? They got time for it, you know what I mean? It don't mean I don't have joy, I try to keep the joy because people will steal things from you, you know what I mean? And it ain't just about the paper, man. It ain't all about the Benjamins, right? And so people steal your joy, they steal your happiness, they try to take your righteousness away from you and make you just act erratic and crazy, because things ain't going your way, you know what I mean? I guess, it's only safe to assume. But I don't know your life like that, you know what I mean? I don't know your life. And, so how can I limit you? If you ain't trying to be a stumbling block for me, walk on. Walk on. You look like a boss. You look like a boss. I don't know if he is or not. I guess it depends on who you're under. Because there's one above, and they can't place no one beside. I can place you beside me, and on this side, on the left and on the right, because the left hand and the right hand belong to the Most High. He created them, right? He gave them to me. They work on still, wiggle on them. So I have reasons to be thankful, and if I lose certain things, certain members of my body, it won't function right, So hopefully they keep on functioning, and I'll be thankful for that. And whatever else comes, I'll be grateful. I'm sure I will, and to say that, people tripping and just getting in the way, in the progression of life. Interference is interference. Why you got to go and do that there, being rude and all that. You got all day not to talk to no one. No one. And if you do talk to someone, you can give a kind word or enlightenment if you not vibing high, if you vibing low, you vibing low though. That's all you got. That's all you got. You ain't got nothing else. It is judgment, on what we do and what we say to other people. Everything being recorded, I know it's cameras around here, especially on this building right here. I see them, like 4 or 5 of them. So, every warm being seen, right? And people get away with murder and doing all sorts of stuff, and other people punished for just little bitty thing. And they be poor. Most of them be poor. I'm like, why are you pressing the poor? That's just craziness. You see where they live at. Brother driving a hootie. Yeah, please. You're placing of the day. The car ain't either. You ain't saying nothing about that. The car ain't neither. It's 2025. How many people rolling in 2025s and 60s? It's custom build right here. I'm just saying, who all caught up with the times, man? Stop it. Stop it. You listen. I ain't saying the person broke just because they riding in the hoopty. Maybe just humble. You know what I mean? Just settling for what they have. Appreciate that. But someone else, they can know. They driving a better car. They driving a 2020 something. Got extra stuff on there. Got lights and everything. This brighten up the night. Cherry pie. But anyway, yeah. And so I'm like, man, it's tripping to me. Can't you? That's what you say. The people be getting rims and putting spinners on them, and the truck is, under the gear or something like that. I don't know. But, hey, do what you want. And people do, and people know it. Leave them alone. They ain't messing with you. Whoever people communicate with, that's who they communicate with. Hopefully they get along. If not, then it's going to be a problem. But that's between them. With 2 or 3 are gathered. That's them two. And number 3, I'm out of that.